They get to host postseason baseball for their Rangers for the first time. Division Series on Fox presented by Booking.com. I'm Joe Davis. For the Orioles, who led the American League with 100, how do they keep that streak going and keep their season alive?
Well, they've been strike battle against this vaunted lineup for Texas. That's what they're going to have to do.
Rangers team, probably the hottest team in baseball at this point at the right time. They are perfect.
It was such a good game, and the Texas Rangers made a play late. Young made timing. They did everything you have to do. Now, game 2 was a total here at home. They haven't been home in a while. The crowd's going to be crazy.
The championship series for the first time in 12 years. Bruce Bochy and Evaldi here in game 3. It's the Rangers. It's the Orioles.
What a night for Trace Thompson. He has not.
First home game in nearly 3 weeks for these Tech. They go 3-4 on that trip to blow the division that they'd led all year. And close to 7,000 miles later, they're back in Texas, 1 win away.
It's been a little bit of a, let's say, get back to form. He got back plate, and he throws an occasional curveball and cutter. Look, he's a big game.
It's in his home state. Last Wednesday in St. Pete, 1 run over 6 in championship series. Against this lineup for the Orioles in game 3 with the rookie gunner at first base hitting cleanup. First right-hander they face, so first start for Ryan's out for Brandon Hyde. The umpiring crew continues to rotate. The crew chief now offense failed him in game 1. The pitching failed him in game 2. Trying to keep
away. Pitching did not make it happen. They have had the lead for a half an inning of their mode, meaning if they've taken pitches, look for them.
The big game in the second. 2-year-old rookie takes ball 2. Both pitches 2-0 is designed to be, and in center field, Tavares. Sad. Cedric Mullins is certainly due. And John, you were talking about guys
at the first pitch. He has not swung at the first pitch in 9 plays.
Takes down the middle. I mean, it's a weapon that he's got. Is fading. And foul, and it's 0-2.
And you need to shock somebody at some point in this game.
He rocks and fires an 0-2 and misses inside. The worst. He gets a chase on a ball in the dirt.
Fastball. And the height of his fastball, the reason he doesn't have to go north and south with his fastball.
Started to fold that pitch in a few years ago. Anthony Santander jumps on a first pitch curveball.
That's more like it. When you time, here comes the curveball. I'm waiting for it, and gets a base hit.
You was hoping they did carry some of the momentum from that.
He's the next day starting pitch.
Hit and an RBI. Both
almost as if it's a left-handed curveball getting to their back foot.
His 0-2. He'll swing on and miss. And Garvis plugged back in there after hitting the grand slam in game 2. Garcia, Dean Kramer, who's been really good in the biggest games down the stretch.
Yeah, last 2 starts, 11-0, and this is what he's going to do. He's going to blend his zone to be successful.
When you're facing a lineup that is scalding,
that means you've got to establish your, knowing how good they are offensively.
Marcus Semien leading things off, taking a strike. And the Rangers have an out homer. They won with those 11 walks. And here we are with a 3-1. Marcus Semien, 10 home runs to lead side. Kramer caught off by Mountcastle.
All the numbers, you see all the gaudy numbers, but the bottomers, and give them credit, they made them pay.
How about this guy, Johnny? You walks last game.
Yeah, sometimes you can lull the.
Goes after the first pitch as he set the tone for this lineup. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's MVP. Goes for strike first. Here, 1-0 Rangers and strike 1 on Garver. And 0-2 on Garver.
Again, if he stayed healthy.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Garver. Thumb. Those 40 games, he hit .327. Steal in franchise history. Garver sends one way.
And they're going to try to get that target. You can see where that ball ends up. It's nowhere near. It's like a slider that gives up a lot of home runs because of the spin.
Rangers in front
of the world. Going and walking.
Share of home runs during the season, but got a lot better at keeping the ball in the yard as the 0-2. Garcia reaches out base hit. That was part of the game within the game.
And then threw a breaking ball that just kind of not a end of the world pitch.
Evan Carter takes inside ball. 21, 17 times up. Make it 13 out of 8.
Well, they're a confident offense, as you can imagine, and the hitter's eye is good, and of course they play 81.
Star catcher takes ball 1.
What it says on the fence.
Yeah, it travels a little, and it's not just temperature, because it's beautiful to have it cracked open, so they keep the noise in, of which there's been plenty. No, sorry, John, you need to get the Heim on a 2-1 pitch, sends one back on it. He's got room, and that's that for the Rangers. Dip series 1-0 after the first. 0-2. Oh, ball 1. On a 1-2 from Evaldi. Fouls it off, stays alive.
Going right, so they're executing with 2 strikes. They're winning the 2-strike battle.
Right side, Evaldi cuts it off and shovels on to low.
The adrenaline's up, but the reality is you're trying to make it as easy, much damage with nobody out. A lot of their traffic.
Who goes after right to Simeon. 2 up and 2 down. Now I've heard you talk about.
Yeah, and that will do it, right? There's 2 things that can happen. One, the address, and you want to focus and put the hitter away with 2 shots.
41 is just out of sorts, but Brandon Hyde said his defense quickly 0-2. He goes with the swing. 1, 2, 3. Seager home run. The Rangers have a 1-0 lead. 1 win from the champion. Low. Strike 1.
Beating him. Just like that. And if he gets on last year, he had a really good year, but the last
year. Fastball fouled ooff here. Bottom of the order for the Rangers. You go all season. There just are no breaks. Strikes again. Can he finish him off this time? 2-2.
One way or another with a call that he didn't think.
On this 2-2 low. Leaves a fastball up. Good hit pitch of the at-bat. It'll be a 9th. Had him at 0.
Pitch perfect. He has to keep the game close
here. Another 3-2 to low is popped foul again. On the 10th pitch. Shoots 1 foul.
And that pitch was supposed to never get to the 3-2 count. And then he's fouling off.
11 pitch of the at-bat, sticks for the fastball, and he's laid out.
If you're going to go with a fastball, because he is reading the pitch out there.
Another fastball and another. Bakers does it. Wow. Another 3-2 and another foul ball. This is a 15 pitch. And caught by Hayes, the most impressive line-out baseball in this game. You just exhausted like 1/6 of those.
Yeah, no.
Brings up a guy who has not been late. Bangs a base hit into left field.
American citizenship, and he's pitching tonight as the war between Israel and Hamas clear. He wanted to pitch tonight, but he said the war would be.
Zoan de Leody Taveras in the dirt for ball 1. A hitter than he was a pitcher. He was like 140 pounds. Not drafted. Great reminder to never give up on those dreams.
Simple mechanics.
Home of the 1-2. Pittsburgh has room for out number 2. Drafted by the Dodgers, but came to Baltimore and